Hi again, and welcome to another exciting session for the DAO tooling review. Today we're going to review Otterspace and the world of non-transferable tokens. So first, a little bit of context. So at the moment, the most of the tokens and NFTs are transferable. What it causes is that it causes many problems in incentivization, identification of the person, of a member, and also causes some governance problems. Web3 organizations today depend on Web2 platforms to provide confirmation of identity, and it has its own flaws. And one of the major problems with this is Sibyl attacks. Or Sibyl attacks. In Sibyl attack, a bad actor can create large number of fake accounts and pseudo identity and can really influence the decision-making process. For example, what happened in Twitter, you can create multiple accounts, you can create like a Facebook post and basically wrongly influence the decision-making process. And there's another problem with the DAOs. The DAOs where there is in DAOs where there is no one person, one vote mechanism, a whale can acquire a large number of governance tokens and influence the decision-making process, as we have seen in Steemit. And so how do we address this problem where we can maintain the privacy of a member at the same time discern the provenance and reputation of a person? One solution was discussed in May of this year, 2022, by Vitalik in a white paper named Decentralized Society Finding Web3 Sol, where he proposed the idea of Sol-bound token or non-transferable tokens. So SPD or non-transferable tokens are identity and reputational tokens which are tied to the wallet, and you cannot sell it, you cannot transfer it to another wallet. These allow individuals to verify information. It can be education, work history, credit score, and other things using blockchain technology. You don't need a single entity to verify that. And what this enables is that it enables to give all-round view about a person. So consider this as a three-dimensional CV. There are many startups at the moment trying to implement SPT. It's quite difficult, tough. And one of the startup that is trying to do for DAO is Otterspace. So Otterspace is a no-code open source protocol that is helping DAOs transition to non-transferable tokens. This will help in creating a better incentivizing system and automating permissions, at the same time non-financialized governance, which we need at this moment of time. At first I thought Otterspace is an onboarding tool, something similar to Catapult, but I was mistaken. It is actually it provides a platform. It's a protocol where DAOs can use to provide badges or non-transferable tokens as badges. So at this moment of time, let's look at the user interface. And today's I'm reviewing on 29 July 2022. And thanks to Ben Dobrik, who's the co-founder of Otterspace, for the demo. So here's the demo.
The first thing you do is you essentially create an on-chain entity of the DAO, and you do that by inputting your multi-sig address of the DAO. Yeah, and then we create a NFT, which is transferable, which kind of confers, I guess, admin rights for the DAO. And then once you have that, you can create the badge specification, and you do that by creating an image. You give the badge a name. In this case, it's the Batman badge, and then you can set the expiration date or no expiration date. In this case, we can say that the badge is active forever, and then here you can see the attributes of the actual badge. And then the last step is for me to register the non-transferable badge. by then inviting the members to the badge. Here I can check the attributes of the badge, and then in the next step I'll add the members. I can add as many members as I like. There are no scalability issues because everything is executed in Optimism, which is also why we're working with the Optimism ecosystem. And then, as you can see, here's the mint list. I could potentially add additional members, but for the sake of the demo, I'll just move to the claiming step. And so this is how it looks when you log in. You get a link to claim a badge, and what's really important with I guess our token standard is the fact that we allow for mint with consent, because non-transferable NFTs can be sent without consent, and so we wanted to work around this and provide a better solution that is at the standard level as opposed to the interface. And so first thing you do is you connect your wallet, and then you switch to Optimism, and then you mint a badge, you wait, and then you essentially minted your badge, and then you can view it in your wallet. In addition to like displaying it in our interface, you can also view it in MetaMask. So we have backward compatibility with ERC 721. So that's kind of the product in a nutshell.
So let's look at the use cases of non-transferable tokens. The first thing is incentivization. It can help improve the incentivization process by providing those participants or contributors with unique tokens. For example, if you can create different levels, level 1, level 2, level 3 contributor, and accordingly you can provide access to certain channels at the same time, access to voting. You don't want a person who does not understand the context or never been involved with the preliminary stages of the DAO to vote on certain issues. So the first thing is with using non-transferable tokens, you could, for example, give red tokens for the beginner 1, blue tokens for the level 2, and gold tokens for the level 3, and you could segregate according to tiers, and this will help improve the quality of voting. And you could also so you could reward based on certain actions, and you could, based on the level of participation and badges, you could reward different levels of participatory tokens. The other one is you wouldn't need a different setup like Collabland to manage the token gated communities. You could explicitly state that if you have this badge, then you get access to this community, this channel. So it will ease up the operations side. And also having non-transferable co-ops. Co-ops at the moment can be transferred easily. It can be sold in the market, which can be fake. Even though you attend the event, you could fake it that you have attended the event. So with non-transferable tokens tied to your wallet, it could provide more authenticity to the community. It would provide more authenticity to the member, and also it can help as like a CV, a 3-dimensional CV, showing what affiliations you have, which DAOs you have attended, what voting you have done, what awards you have received, what education degree you have received. All these things can really help a 360-degree analysis of a member without the person giving the name, age, or address. So Otterspace can really help DAO in basically first in governance, at the same time in the operations side and community management. At this moment of time, different DAOs like Optimism, Radical, and Nouns DAO are using Otterspace. Another very important concept of we want to talk about is what if you just work hard for like 5, 6, 7 years building up a reputation and then you lose your private keys? As there's a saying in Web3 community, not your keys, not your wallet. Not your keys, not your tokens. So if you lose your keys, you lose everything you have built up. There are some workaround at this moment. There's something called social recovery where you give part of your private keys to a trusted guardians or institutions which will help store those keys. And there are companies like Entropy, they have decentralized custody services. But it has its own flaws. Company can go bankrupt, or can the relationship with the guardians can sour, or the guardians can pass away. So which can have problem accessing your private keys using the regular social recovery. So it'll be a bit hard to get back your private keys. While as the non-transferable community recovery goes a step further than social recovery, where they leverage both your online and offline relationships to retrieve your private keys. So community-based recovery helps you leverage both on-chain and off-chain reputation to retrieve private keys. This approach is like if you lose password in Google or Facebook, they ask you a bunch of questions to determine whether you are who you really are. This is just a beta version of recovering your private keys. It shouldn't be recovering private keys. Can be like, for example, you lost your private keys and you want to transfer all those badges to a new wallet, so they can revoke the access from the previous old wallet and they could transfer it to the new wallet, provided the community manager does the work and determines that you are the person, you're the real person who lost the private keys. So what are the alternatives to Otterspace? There are many alternatives. One of them is Mint Kudos. Mint Kudos provides non-transferable tokens to the community. SP verified. We're gonna soon review Mint Kudos. The other one is Hats Protocol provides DAO rules, NFTs. There are many others in works to implement non-transferable tokens. Next is pricing. Pricing has any other DAO tooling, Web3. It's free for now until they find a way to monetize the services provided. That's it for today. And if you're interested in review, email at collab@channels.xyz. So let's work things out and how we can collaborate to spread the DAO tooling out there. Thanks for watching and see you in the next review.